So you're a basketball player. No, you're a track athlete. Maybe you're a football player or a football player. One thing's for sure, you are here because you want to jump higher off of one foot. Maybe you've done weightlifting training. Maybe you just started working out. Maybe you don't know where to start or where to go next. If I just described you, you gotta watch the rest of the video.
Boogie Major.
Really quick, if you would prefer to learn how to jump higher off of 2 feet, we already made a video. Go check it out. While you're at it, and if you have not already, subscribe to us here. Go ahead, click the subscribe button, like this video, turn on our notifications. Also, if you haven't already, go to Instagram, follow us on MJ 2.0. I'll wait for you. Go ahead. All right, now that we are back, let's get into it. So, topic number 1, weightlifting. Now, I see a lot of people weightlifting to increase their vertical. And don't get me wrong, weightlifting is definitely a good part of building your base strength, your foundation of strength in order to jump higher. In which case, I will give you tips to maximize your weightlifting efforts in terms of jumping higher. So, primarily, your form. Of course, regardless of whether you're trying to jump higher or not, form is the most important thing. That means, for the rest of the things that I go down the list in terms of what you should do to jump higher, do not sacrifice your form. The first one being your explosivity. Make sure you are lifting the weight as fast and as quickly as possible. That being said, do not compromise your form. So you want to control the weight through the eccentric movement, and you want to explode on the concentric movement. As an example, if I'm doing a barbell squat, on my way down, I'm controlling the movement, but on my way up, I'm exploding through the movement. If I'm deadlifting, I'm going to explode up, and then it's going to have a little bit more control on the way down and explode up. Second thing is the weight and the rep range. You want to put enough weight on that it's difficult but not impossible for you to hit the rep range of between 4 and 6. That's not completely restrictive, but it's a good number to gauge around. And the last thing is a tip for being more explosive. This is what I use, is keeping your balance and keeping your form. You want to rise up onto your toes, and you want to rise up onto your toes with your extension through every exercise. What this does is it allows you to push off the ground without jumping and without risking injury. And the most important part of improving your 1 foot jump is your unilateral plyometric exercises. What is that? Basically, you're just plyometric exercises off of one leg. You're going to be focusing on each leg individually instead of both of them together. Now, how helpful would I be if I didn't give you examples, right? So, let's run you through my favorite unilateral plyometric circuit. Study it, learn it, it's beautiful. Now, let's get into it. You have 20 single leg line hops each leg, each way. You have 5 skips for height each leg. You have 5 single leg box jumps each leg. You have 3 square jumps each leg each way. You have 5 balancing single leg squat jumps. You're going to do 4 to 6 sets of this circuit if it's your main workout, and then maybe 2 to 3 sets if it's a burnout circuit following another lower body workout. You will also only be taking a 1 to 2 minute break in between each set. Remember, this workout will only be as beneficial as you make it. The higher you jump in the exercises, the stronger you'll get. The first move is called the single leg line hop. Balancing on one leg, you're going to jump over a line side to side very quickly 20 times. One time is when you jump over and back. Then without rest, you're going to jump over the same line front and back 20 times. And then once you've done one leg, you should switch to the other leg. The second exercise is the skip for height. Taking a 1 to 2 step approach, you're going to jump off of one leg, land on the other foot, and immediately after landing, jump up again off the foot that you jumped with the first time. The third exercise is the single leg box jump. Simply find a sturdy object to jump on and explode up onto the object using only one leg. The fourth exercise is the square jump. You're going to jump in a square-shaped manner, jumping front, right, back, left. Front, right, back, left. When you go around an entire square rotation, that counts as 1. You're going to be going through each way with each leg. The fifth and final movement is the balancing leg squat jump. Keeping your back straight, you're going to balance on one leg, touch the ground, and then jump up, landing on the same leg and prioritizing your balance on the landing. And immediately after landing, you're going to jump off of the same leg again. If you want to improve your single leg jump, these unilateral exercises are crucial for your training. Now moving on to the last aspect of increasing your vertical is your recovery. Recovery, what does your recovery involve? So basically, first of all, your training schedule, taking your rest in between certain days. Your rest at night, sleeping enough. Your nutrition, what you eat and what you drink. And your stretching and mobility, how you take care of your body after your workouts and before your workouts. So with your planning, your scheduling, your program, however you want to call it, basically you want to make sure that you are not doing the same type of workout 2 days in a row. Sometimes even taking 1 day in between is not enough. So take at least 1 day's break in between, maybe 2 days, listen to your body. The second thing is your sleep pattern. You need to be getting at least 6 to 8 hours a night, preferably closer to 8, especially if you're an athlete. And the way sleep works, if you don't already know, is that sleep, you do the most growing when you're asleep. You don't grow when you work out. You don't build muscle or build strength when you work out. You break down your muscle, and then when you sleep and you eat right, that's when you pack more muscle on. That's when you get stronger. That's when your muscles recover stronger than they were before you worked out. Which leads to the nutrition. Nutrition. We have tons of videos on nutrition. Go check them out. One of my favorite ones is right here. Click the link if you need to know anything more about it. But basically, nutrition is not something that you want to be restricting yourself to the point where it becomes detrimental. You don't want to be on diets. You don't want to be on something that is part-time if your goal is to be healthy long-term. And especially for increasing your vertical, the types of foods that you will be eating in terms of carbohydrates that you need the energy to perform these high-intensity movements or the protein to build the muscle back on, you want to completely focus on your nutrition that will be able to sustain the rest of your life. And moving on. The last thing is your mobility and your stretching. Of course, everyone knows you need to warm up. You might be a little too lazy to do so, but I'm going to focus mostly on your recovery and your stretching and mobility after your workouts. You want to be stretching at least 30 minutes every day after you work out, whether that's right after the workout or whether that's before you go to bed, or maybe if it's doing a mobility when you first wake up. Because think about it, you're doing 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. You're going to be in a stiff position when you wake up because you've been in the same place the entire time. If you stretch right before you go to bed, it's going to help with your recovery process. It's going to help you attack the workout the next day even stronger. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on the notifications, comment, go to Instagram, follow us on MJ 2.0. Hit us up in the DMs there too. If you want more exercise, you want more workouts, you want any type of advice, we'll respond back to you. Comment there, like our videos there. If you like the apparel, go to limitbreakbrand.com. As always, stay healthy, stay happy, peace out.